Shalom. All glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash, Barakatham. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, much love, honors, and blessings, salutations to the elect. All right, for standing the ground, being rooted and founded in Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, keeping their integrity. All right, never giving in, okay? This is Jacob Wall. It's going to be a quick lesson, man. I'm going to say this right now, man. The upside of having your page deleted, is remembering all the lessons that you did. So I did a lot of lessons that I can still remember. And so it gives your spirit ideas, So, but main one too, is the mark of the beast, man. And so I wanted to make this because the specific area that I wanted to pinpoint was the fact that, well, first of all, this is the mark of the beast, right? The RFID chip, which is going to be used to enslave the population, all right? Because the so-called white man, the madman that he is, has an agenda, all right? And he wants to own everything, all right? That's why when you go, I believe, into Psalms, it talks about that. Is it Psalms? I don't want to misquote it. Let me go ahead and look it up. But it talks about how that Esau, he names the land after his own names. Yeah, Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Esau wants to be a god, man. He wants to be an omnipotent power. All right. So his inward thought is that his house shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. But that goes above beyond. Esau wants to own the world. All right. He wants to own everything. That's why he names even the stars they can't even get to. But this right here, this device, all right, which the word device means a crafty scheme or trick, this is going to be used to deceive the rest of the world, man, and really to be trapped up. All right. And when you take this, man, you will acknowledge that you are consenting to being a byproduct of the so-called white man. And that's the subject, becoming a byproduct of the so-called white man. All right. Taking this device will show and prove that. All right. Whether you're void or destitute of the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai or not, man, this shows your real intentions of what you trust in. All right. It shows that you don't trust in the Most High, that you trust in man. All right. So I want to go ahead and get Revelations 13:16. It says, and he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor. Well, actually, you know what? I started Revelations 13:15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, the image of the beast is a system. All right, and that system is prospering today. In this time, in this paradigm, it prospers, it speaks. All right, it is promoted. All right, everything you see, man, around the world is to precondition you and to getting you to accept this. All right. But if you don't worship it, how are they going to make you worship it? Right here in verse 16, it tells you, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. Slack it. And yeah, man, it says to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. This has already been shown, man, that this goes either in your forehead or your right hand. Right. So that's how they're going to get you to worship them. That's why I wanted to pull out Ezekiel. All right. Because when you look into the mindset of this wicked man, the so-called white man, all right, this is how he views himself. Ezekiel 28:1, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, which, again, words in the scriptures, man, names and words are interchangeable to represent other things. So Tyrus obviously is not speaking about Esau, man, or it's not Esau, right? It doesn't say unto the prince of Esau. Well, it's talking to the so-called white man, because this is how the so-called white man views. This is how other kings view themselves, self-appointed kings viewed themselves during the time that they ruled or reigned. This is how other people viewed themselves. All right. You see our people today, man, they view themselves a ghetto god. They got the acronym in rap music, thug, true hero under God, right? But it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a power, I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man. See, Esau, that's why he sets all these pinnacle buildings flat in the city, or just straight smack dab in the middle of the city, right? You know, because he wants to be in the midst of the people, which the midst of the seas is the people. But it says, yet thou art a man and not the Most High, though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. It says, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. And this mindset right here, man, because Esau has diligently searched out things, all right? Because he's a curious cat, man. He doesn't know how to just sit his ass down. That's what the word vagabond means, man, to be a traveler or moving to and fro, always on the move, you know? And so with the wisdom that he's gotten, right, when you go into Isaiah the 47th chapter, it tells you that the wisdom that he has gotten has perverted him. All right? It says, I'm going to jump down. Ezekiel 28:6, because therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the Most High, behold, there I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw those swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness. Now, hold on, let me keep going down. Yet thou art a man. Thou art a man. I know it's in here. I just want to get to it quick. Oh, Salaka. That was the point I wanted to get right there. In Ezekiel 28:2, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a power, and I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man. That was the main point. But Esau, all right, wants to try to view himself like he's going to govern and rule all things forever. He wants to own you, all right? And this is how he's going to do it, all right? Everything you look at, man, it already has his insignia in it, all right? You know, when I check my bank account, I see the 3 lines, which they use to represent like the settings button or to like log in. Well, after finding out what that E stood for with Joe Biden's name, well, now it's even more obvious. But yet you got it on all the barcodes. Everything you look at in your house, man, has a barcode, and that's the 666. That's the chi-side stigma. All right, and so they're going to try to make you worship them, man, by taking that mark. In many ways, or forms, or fashions. They're trying to ease it in right now by saying, well, you can't get into sporting events, man, with your mask off unless you've taken the vaccine, this and that, yada, yada. We're going to give you a wristband or a band to show that you did it. Revelation 13:17 says, and that no man might buy or sell except he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you got to be a product of the so-called white man in order to do anything that you want to do in this place now. All right? So I just want to put that out there, man. Like, let me see. I have one more in Revelation 14, because if you take this mark, man, if you take this device, all right, you're going to be destroyed. Revelations 14:9 says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or on his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. If you take that mark, you're dead. You're done. You're done. If you take this, man, you acknowledge that you trust in man, or that you trust in the so-called white man. You trust in his system. You trust in his ways. You trust in his paradigm, however you want to call it, man. You will acknowledge right here that you trust in it. All right, this is a slap to Yahweh's face, man. This is you trying to unify with the world that's wicked. All right. So again, if you take this, you acknowledge you are a byproduct. All right, that you are owned and that you enjoy being owned. But Lord willing, this was edifying. Want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rukakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Peace and much love, and blessings and honors to the elect. Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai Brakatham, Kwame Shalom.